Hello. Hi. Hi, Ladder. How you doing, Ladder? How's everybody doing? My brain is not braining tonight. I feel so off, and it's really weird. Not even in a bad way, just in a... My brain isn't here properly, I think. But hi! I'm glad you're doing okay, Ladder. I've been working a lot on an animation. 3D animation that I'm, making for, how's it called? Fansly. It's okay to take a rest from streaming. Nah. I mean, yes, of course it's okay, but I at least want to do a short stream, you know? Even if my brain is... yeah, you know. But hi, Ali, how you doing? You've already seen the sneak peek of the animation I'm making. And I'm kind of proud of myself for doing what I'm doing, even if it's a little weird still for me, of course. I'm working on it. But hey, Ali has been supporting me so far. He's been like, yeah, you go, boy. And I'm like, yeah, I go, boy. So yeah, that's my life right now. How are you doing, Ali? Did I accidentally rearrange your brain when I did that to the rest of your guts? I think my brain is slightly further away from, my guts. It is time. What time is it, Ladder? What time is it? Oh. Okay, so I guess after... Oh god. So I guess after this one I'll have to make another animation. But don't worry, I have plenty of ideas. An artist friend of mine is currently working on one piece of art that I'm gonna upload. I'm working on an animation, as I said, and I'm going to look at Source Filmmaker and at some other 3D modeling software. So yeah, that's another content for the list. Oh my god. Worth it. Is it worth it? Are you sure, Ladder? Is it really worth it? Technically, I can refund them. I can refund the content, you know? I can refund all the redeems, but nah, let's not do that. But for tonight, well, I'm probably gonna work on more stuff after stream, but for now, we are probably gonna just do a bunch of these abnormalities, except for this one, because this one's gonna fuck me, and not in the nice way. Worth the several days worth of watching your streams. I think it's a lot of days. A lot. But yeah, I'm figuring out my stuff. Which is going to be... so far it's really fun. It's surprisingly fun for myself to make, like, not safe for work stuff from my character, and I don't know if that's weird. I'm 24% of the way to the next. Wonderful, Ali. Well, you can look forward to that. I think some of these passive attribution... Yeah, right, I have more cost. Slash stagger damage, pierce damage. Oh, that it does have a maximum amount. Just pierce base damage, sure. Well, whatever. This is kind of weird, some of these things. Wedge. I don't know if there's anything with, like, level 2 that I can do. If the character has smoke, boosts stagger damage dealt with attacks. It will never have smoke. Blunt attacks. Doesn't use blunt attacks. 2 cost. Upon a successful slash attack, inflict 1 bleed. It's pierce, sadly. Do I have any more special pierce things? Pierce... Pierce... Oh my... Don't look at that. P-I-E-R-C-E. Wait. P-I-E-R-C-E. That's what I wrote before. Or it might have not. That's all the pierce things I have, though. God damn it. Look at what? Exactly. Oh, I'm on 4 cost. I think there are no 2-cost pierce things. Oh man. Let me just sort after 2-cost things then. Pierce stagger. That is a thing. Fuck you, game. There we go. Pierce stagger damage. We'll take it. I don't know if there's any more blunt things that I can even do, and there's... This is all full. Smoke. No one uses smoke. Upon successful slash attack. I don't use those. Recovers stagger resistance on a successful attack. Defensive dice power. Corpse cleanup. Let me see if there is more blunts. Like, instead of fuck you, game, how about get fucked by me instead? I mean... You want to give me a 3D model of yourself? Asking for a friend, of course. Don't worry about what I'll do with it. Don't worry about it. I can input a second character. Wouldn't be the first time. He's getting a goober if that works. I don't think that will work. And how will the goober fuck me though? Big and will be bad wolf, but I already... Oh no, that was Little Red Riding Hood. So am I fighting with the wolf against Riding Hood now? No, it's just this one. A wolf. That's weird. Okay, let's see. What's your specialty? Yeah, you have extra speed dice slots. The role of the wolf. Every 2 scenes uses a combat page that swallows the target on hit. The consumed librarian is excluded from battle for the next scene. Hour of Poetic Justice. After swallowing a librarian, all stagger damage resistance is changed to fatal. For the next scene, if the wolf is staggered within the scene, expel the captive librarian. The librarian loses 25% of their max HP upon being expelled and becomes staggered. That's not great, though. That's not really good. Destined to be the big bad wolf. If the wolf does not get staggered after the scene it swallows a librarian, the librarian is killed and the wolf transforms into a powerful state. The wolf also transforms if its HP is at 50% or lower at the start of a scene. HP does not fall below 30% before transforming. Grr. I don't like these things. That looks creepy as shit. I hate it. Okay, blunt damage is the only thing that's normal. Slash damage is ineffective. Lovely. We do have blunt stuff here. We also have this and Forceful Gesture. Forceful Gesture doesn't make sense. I guess it does. I can do Feather Shield. And then Extract Fuel because, well, Ozzy fights furries confirmed. Yes, furry's bad. Change my mind. You can't. Unless I make furry content on my Ozzy fans, in which case, don't worry about it. Don't furry about it, you know? Why is there blood all over? Oh. On hit, swallow the target. I'll gobble you up. I don't like that. Okay, so this is a Vor furry. That makes it worse, I think. Oh, it's 7-7, so it's a definite lose unless I find something that can roll above a 7. Overcharge. Possible. That makes it possible. Energy cycle. Bleed. Sure. I'll take the risk of getting bled. Nice. Okay, I'll gobble you up. Did not work. Fun fact, I just found out Yu-Gi-Oh! Has a Goblin Pirate archetype. What? Goblin Pirate. I swear, if this is just a fucking dick joke, like a goblin on these nuts, I'm gonna fucking stab someone. Mark the first enemy that is attacked by this librarian after the page is selected. Deal damage when attacking the marked foe. Yeah, why not? It's just one enemy anyways. Pointy claws, thrice. Yeah, but yeah, you could gobble on my nuts. No, for real. Stab me. I will not stab you. Why would I stab you? Is it because you're a furry? It's okay if you're a furry. Don't worry about it. I will not judge you. Not openly. But behind your back, I will judge you. You know? Okay, we have him staggered, which is great. And he is prey. Oh no, he's so sad. He's a sad little guy. I'm gonna beat the shit out of the sad little guy, but he is a sad little guy, and I feel bad for it. I do not feel bad for it at all. Slay! Gain strength next scene on Clash Win, and on hit restore 1 light. I'm just taking the on hit restore 1 light. Not a furry. Sure. It's called Plunder Patrol. That honestly sounds hilarious. There we go. He cannot drop below 30% HP, and now he's the big and will-be bad wolf. He's Engi. Anything new? Or are you also... Okay, yeah, right. Howl. Mass Summation. Inflict Bleed. Ooh. Ferocious Fangs. Adds power to the next die on Clash Win. On hit recover. On Clash Win gain 1 strength next scene. Okay. Rip space. I don't want to fight that one with this one. That's just bad. Get 3 charges on use. On hit restore light. That probably will not hit though. Odds are that will miss. And I don't like that. Unforgettable melody. Yeah, I do not like Howl. Howl makes me scared. I like Howl's moving castle. I don't like this Howl. Okay, everyone except for one dodged it. Yeah, and that's kind of what I expected to happen. No. Don't bite my guy, please. Ineffective normal. Yeah, right. Some of these are still ineffective. Vengeance. At the start of the scene, gain strength based on the amount of damage taken in the previous scene. Furry. Are you calling McCoy? Welcome in. Louise, welcome in. Are you calling Ladder a furry? What? Why can I not attack with the other two? Oh, they're both disabled right now. Okay, that's bad. On hit, recover HP. Ow. Great. Does Ozzy ever read correctly? No. Mom is making dinner. Why read correctly? Am I stupid? Shadowy Lurker. Oh, right. These are new. These are new. While the abnormality has the Skulking in the Shadows status, librarians other than the ones targeted by the abnormality cannot target it. Right, that makes sense. There you go. I don't know what the previous conversation was. I just wanted to yell furry. Ladder was asking me if I'm beating up a furry. I said yes. And then Ladder asked me if I wanted to stab him. To which I asked if he thought he was a furry, because I'm currently beating up a furry. After Skulking in the Shadows wears off, all stagger damage resistances change to fatal for the scene. Interesting. He's still Skulking in the Shadows. Oh, that's really bad. After the abnormality loses 25% HP, it had, at the point of transforming, gained the Skulking of the Shadow status for the next 2 scenes. Yeah, and this guy's dead. Never mind. He's not dead. Ladder and Ozzy is a furry then. Ladder definitely. Me. Is a succubus a furry? It's kind of an animal. I don't think I'm a furry, but if you are into demon ladies, may I show to you my Fansly. Not a furry. You sure about that? Stagger damage, inflict bleed, and a lot of it. Energy cycle. I don't have enough power. I don't have the power. He's probably gonna die still. That I can probably counter. Repressed flesh. And this one attacks everyone, and well, this one attacks you? I think. Not sure. Oh, right, you can't use that yet. Stigmatize. Just what I do with every furry I meet. Frogs are not part of the furry community. Why not? I mean, do the wings have fur? They do not have fur. Also, don't touch the wings. Unless you want me to bite you, in which case, I guess go ahead. Don't do that. Also, on an ad, didn't hear anything. It's okay, Ladder. Ladder has made an extensive debate in the furry community whether or not frogs are furries. About the frog, yeah. I like snapping Ozzy's wings. Do not. Do not. I'm kinky, but not that kinky. There we go. This wolf is dead. I killed the wolf. McCoy! I gifted a subby to Ladder. Hell yeah. Enjoy, Ladder. And also thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate the support, McCoy. And Ladder, you can goob again. Snapping wings are kinky? I don't know. I'm sure some people think it's kinky. I mean, there's someone that is into everything, right? I know, don't worry. Thanks for the gifted sub. Well, I mean, McCoy can gift me to you. Haha, gifted sub. I'm hilarious. What are you up to? Meditation? Someone is into everything? Damn. Well, there's Rule 34. If it exists, it gets someone horny. Yeah, basically. Is that God? I don't know. I don't talk to God much. Nothing, just taking a break with my eyes closed. I'll leave the books in the usual spot and be on my way then. Seems like I shouldn't be disturbing you. Wait. Huh? What district in the back streets are you from? District 17. Was a decent place. Is God into everything? Maybe. I mean, he created everything, right? That's the whole thing. I'm into something, just not everything. Well, do I have a platform for you? Sorry. Frogs come under the scaly term. Yeah, I figured. Because amphibian. But, I don't know. Kinda weird. I love Ladder. Just not that much that I'm a scaly. I'm sorry, Ladder. Would you say the part of the back streets you grew up in was also hellish? I mean, no matter how horrible a neighborhood may be, people still live there. And anywhere inhabited by people is hell, one way or another. Yeah, people will be people in the end, I suppose. Each corner of the back streets has its own woes. Throughout my lives, I always fought to protect others, though I rarely ever managed to protect anything flawlessly. Want a cig? Thanks, but no thanks. I quit smoking long ago. Really? Didn't expect that. I like Sidon. Okay, so I don't know who Sidon is, but I have a feeling if I ask, you're gonna say Sidon these nuts. And I don't know if I like that. I'll take it, but not a furry. You are a furry. Still pass on Gabora. I'm more into Bina. That's fair, or Bina. Yeah, from Sidon these nuts. In the part of the back streets I was brought up in, the neighborhood would constantly change. I wouldn't say my neighbors had their hearts in the right place, but some of the adults there were kinda nice to me. Although they'd usually be gone without a trace or end up rolling around in the street with their limbs chopped off the next morning. Jesus. Sheesh. That's a rough mess, even for the back streets. District 23 really did live up to its rep, huh? It was when the turf wars and purges between syndicates were at their peak. Just like what's happening in Lobotomy Corp's nest right now. And you managed to survive that. Even adept fixers would avoid going there. It was the only place I had. Couldn't even imagine moving to another district where there was less bloodshed. I was just desperately looking for ways to survive in that hell. Compared to District 23, even the carnival or those smiling faces look like child's play. Yeah. Soon enough I began to constantly seek ways to protect the people around me in that hellhole. You can tell me much about society from the vocabulary used by its people. The language used in the backstreets is often simple and straightforward. They pick common words found in everyday life. They don't bother making up special terminology. That applies to the things that have become a part of their everyday life. They're often even more relevant to the original meaning of those words. I guess the five fingers like the thumb and the index, and the sweepers, are a prime example of that. The sweepers have their own language, I know that. You know, I thought to myself, what did you think, CJ? People in the backstreets strive to gain wealth and power. They can't afford to pursue anything more than the things to keep themselves alive. You know what's funny, though? Even if one were to have the power would only strike down, not up. The victims in the backstreets were potential perpetrators who just weren't strong enough. Aw, it's baby Gabura. Poor. If Jeff Bezos ever saw your title and gave you 10,000 bucks, I think he'd say, "Are you still too broke now?" I don't think Jeff Bezos would give me 10,000 bucks. I do not think he would. And it's an entire joke about paying attention. There's a chance. There is a chance for everything, I guess. That's fair. Jeff, if you're here right now, or Mr. Bezos, great platform, Twitch. Has a lot of flaws. Please give me your money and also something subscribe to my Fansly or something. Jeff Bezos is too scared to give money. He's too scared of me, because I'm gonna steal his fucking credentials. I'm gonna point my fingers together and be like, "Ooh, woo, can I have the funny numbers on the back of your credit card? And the expiration date, please, ooh, woo." Reverse psychology, exactly. Let me tell you about the story of a kid named Kali, 7 years old at the time. The first thing the kid remembers was crying alone in the corner of an alleyway, surrounded by blood and guts. She didn't have anyone to call friends. People around her would all disappear sooner or later. I mean, Elon Musk has 217 billion with 2 billion tax that he hasn't paid. What if he has 200 billion dollars? Why did he not pay the taxes? That's chump change to him, right? What the fuck? Hey, don't shoot the messenger. No, I'm just confused. Like, what? Why? I guess because billionaires and the 1% like to keep their money. Because corruption. Yeah, that's what I figured. But hey, the capitalism is flawless. Don't worry about it. Most kids her age were either abducted by the sweepers or treated like their toys. Ugh. The small kid couldn't do anything but watch in silence. It was by sheer luck that Kali could survive until she was 13. To cherish the good fortune she was given, Kali observed and observed in order to survive through her own effort. Thank you, Amazon, for a GeForce 4060 ad. I so need that. Insert sarcasm. Isn't a 4060 way overkill for any games ever? I mean, if you can skip out on paying taxes, might as well. I don't think that's a fair point, Ali. I do not think that's a fair point. I like money being in circulation, because that's just good for, like, everything, right? 4060 overkill? Is it not? A 4060 is like a high quality one, right? The new graphics cards are used for film rendering. Oh, I didn't know that. Well, I might have to render Source Filmmaker animations. So, you know. You know. If you know, you know. If you don't know, then you might know soon. You know? Yeah. So Kali made it to 20 years of age, following strategies of her own. And she finally became a fixer. There wasn't much else she could do. I do know Ozzy. Nah, you don't. No one knows. A 4060 is just a beefed up 1080. What I have is overkill. What do you have, Ali? What do you got? Tell me what you got. No one knows, Ozzy? No one knows. A 4090. Yeah, that also sounds like overkill. You thankfully didn't join in the syndicate or anything, huh? The kid swore that she wouldn't stoop to their level. Kali the Fixer's life got on a stable track sometime after she started working. The work fit her well, thanks to the environment she grew up in. 24 gigabytes of GDDR6X VRAM. That's a lot of letters and numbers, so it has to be good. Right? Yeah. It was the same too. She thought she could now protect her neighbors living in the same apartment, given that she had some power being a fixer. The streets Kali was living in were still quite dangerous, and she thought she ought to return the favor to Mr. Sean next door and Miss Goose upstairs, her neighbors who she was indebted to. I'm glad you didn't buy the 9040 Nvidia. Why? That's another high number. Sadly, it ain't out yet. It is out in the future. Well, I guess everything is out in the future, right? That's how time works, CJ. Those two would often give food and drink to Kali ever since she was a child. They were two of the only people she'd known for a long time. They were like a family to her. Out of gratitude, she gave them some of the money she earned. That's nice of her. You know how they repaid Kali for all the money she gave them for more than a month? I guess it wasn't anything good, judging from the flow of your story. No. They conspired with other residents of the apartment and broke into Kali's house while she was asleep, binding her hands and feet while looking for a safe. Jesus Christ. Oh. I see what they were up to now. They must have thought Kali was keeping much more money in her stash. Yep, they really did try to rob her. Kali couldn't believe it, not because she found herself bound when she woke up. It was because she saw filthy lumps of greed crawling around right before her eyes. Just a day before, they used to be friendly neighbors. They understood the agony of loss better than anyone. Kali only hoped that the money she gave them would be used in meaningful ways. She just wanted to protect them with her own newfound strength. Stereotypical people, weren't they? Hey, it's that district, the one where people eat each other. 23. I'm sure Kali didn't just let them get away with it like a fool, yeah? She didn't. Kali was stronger than they thought. She could forcefully snap the ropes binding her at any moment, but she chose to wait. She wanted to believe all of this was just a misunderstanding or a prank. But the repulsive words they spat out so casually, talking about how this was their opportunity to use her money to move to a different place. It was neither a dream nor a misunderstanding, but the cold truth. So did those son of a bitches get what was coming to them? Man, it's upsetting just hearing this story. You're right. She killed them all, and Kali burst into tears, covered in blood, in the blood of her neighbors. Kali's neighbors, who she had been protecting from violence, were no different from the others, in that they would resort to violence themselves once they had power. Project Moon stories, 95% bad endings. I'm looking for the 5%, CJ, alright? I don't want to cry at video game. This savage cycle wouldn't stop no matter who she tried to protect. Yep, sometimes I feel like there's no point in having any sympathy. I also struggle a lot thinking about what's right and wrong during my early days as a fixer. What kind of fixer were you? A neat and sensible fixer who rationally handled his work, so to speak. I held up a decent reputation. And then you plummeted to a grade 9 of all of a sudden. That I did. Anything can happen in life. I mean, the legendary Kali is now standing in front of me too. It might be 2% good and 3% borderline insane. That I uh I guess that's a fair point. But that's also because a lot of this lore is just generally insane. Huh. That's true. To be frank, there was a time when I went batshit insane and ran amok. Didn't care about the consequences at all. I made a lot of enemies back then. The sensation I felt still reverberates in my head sometimes. You also went through a lot, huh? I can see it in your eyes. I wouldn't say I'm exactly the same being as Kali anymore, but she still rests within me. Reverberates? Blue reverberation. Seems like it. You're upright and honest, unlike most fixers I've seen. Are you the black reverberation? I don't think that's a thing. We already have a blue reverberation. Wouldn't he be a different kind of thing? The rival of the blue reverberation. The black reverberation. Clearly CJ. Seems like it. You're upright and honest, unlike most fixers I've seen. I've talked too much. I'm gonna go get some sleep. Sleep tight, Kali. I did it. Instincts. Ugh, I hate that. Don't eat people. Don't eat people. Vor bad. That's one thing I will never create, because I do not... ugh. It's just ill, in my opinion. Each time the selected librarian wins a clash, the last die on the current page gains 1 to 2 power. Interesting. Recovers 3 to 7 HP on a successful hit with the final die. Interesting. I think there's some other things that also increase the strength of the last die. Like some cards that do that. After the librarian sustains damage greater than 25% of their max HP, become untargetable and unclashable next scene. The librarian gains 2 strength in that scene and inflicts 1 bleed with each successful attack. That's cool. First one is alright, last die gains power, but right's better. The Roll of the Wolf. Counter dice gain 1 to 2 power, counter dice inflict fragile upon winning a clash. That's pretty decent. I like these cards. We also have Hest. Warm-Hearted Woodsman. Last time I dealt with that guy was just annoying and nothing else. There we go, and Rowan's page. There we go. Let's deal with Hest's thing. A Warm-Hearted Woodsman. That's trees with hearts in them. Hearthaver. That's a Hearthaver. Yeah, I'm also a Hearthaver. At the start of the scene, if the amount of warm hearts is 0, the Woodsman culls this character. Warm heart. The max roll value of the die is increased by +0. Okay, right. If the character clashing against this becomes staggered, kill them instantly. Cool. Empty chest, so I guess he doesn't have a heart right now. Dense forest. If the character has warm heart at the start of the scene, all librarians restore light to max. Still not enough. Each scene targets the character with the most light. When attacking, all dice gain power equal to the amount of light the target has. Pulsing Ticker. Upon defeating another character, recover 20% of max HP and gain 3 stacks of warm heart. Empty chest. If the character has no warm heart at the start of the scene, becomes staggered. Do I want to kill these things? Do I want to kill the trees? Pulsing Ticker. If the character has no warm heart at the start of the scene, becomes staggered. Warm heart. Oh, this is the warm heart that he has right now. I can just attack this guy, technically, right? A lot of these people do not have any energy left, so I think it's not gonna do much. So light bad. Light makes him go strong. Yeah, that's what I'm getting from that, but I thought there was a little bit more to it. Okay, right. Rake. Gleaning. After attacking an enemy with higher amount of stagger resistance, deal stagger damage and recover stagger resistance. After staggering an enemy, copy 2 pages owned by that enemy and add them to the librarian's hand. Whenever the librarian uses a page, discard a random page from hand and restore 1 light. I don't want that. I guess I'll go with that. Just gleaning. He has a lot of stagger resistance. Oh, there we go. Warm Heart 3. A dense forest. Yeah, now he can move. Warm Heart pulse. Lose 1 warm heart on Clash Lose. Gain 1 warm heart on the next scene on hit. Lose 1 warm heart next scene on Clash Lose. Okay, interesting. This I can counter. God, it has a heartbeat thing going on right now. I don't like that. Do any of you have a strong secondary attack? Dimensional Rift, not really. Gain haste, spend charges, draw a card, eh. For some reason the fucking makes me uneasy. There we go. On Clash Lose. I might as well try to make him lose that Clash. Well, let's see if he gains actual power when fighting against... Yeah, this guy. Oh no. That was actually stronger than I anticipated. That's not great. I'm gonna beat the shit out of the trees. Lumber. Last die loses 2 power. On Clash Lose. Okay, right. Interesting. He has 4 Warm Heart. Oh god. The max roll value of all dice is raised by 4. Aha. Yeah, I see now why I'm having trouble. This is dangerous. There we go. Beat the shit out of this guy. Yeah, so you see. Yeah, I'm having trouble. That I can see. Oh my god. Yeah, that was real bad. 6 to 12, and he regained his fucking warm heart again. Okay, this is problematic. This doesn't help me. The rake does not help me. Lose 1 heart on Clash Lose. Other than that, it's just Strike of the Axe. Rip Space. That does not have a good chance of hitting. I can force this Clash and hope that he wins. And then I can force another Clash that he probably wins. Oh yeah, they're all attacking him. Good to know. I mean, of course, makes sense, because they're always attacking the one with the most amount of light. Unforgettable melody. Let's hope that works. No! Are you kidding me? No! You should only focus on 5 nugget decks optimized with power dice passives. If you keep spreading them, you'll have issues with your tissues. Issues with my tissues? I don't like the sound of that. I hate that. Yeah, so he's gonna die. Because he got staggered in the first thing. Which I thought he was the fastest, you know, with 7 speed, but apparently not. I'm gonna restart this. This is a terrible start. Wait, I can actually return to title and then go back in. That's faster. Because I think I can do that even with my current decks. Like the ones that I have equipped there. There we go. Let's see. Yeah, you're just empty chesting right now. And these guys are doing their thing. 0 warm heart. Energy cycle, gain charge. Do I want another energy cycle? On hit, restore light. I mean, that doesn't really do much for me. Stigmatize. Eh. Yeah, all of these blocks are not really doing anything. Might as well do Stigmatize. Why not against an enemy, though? One that I actually want to murder. Let's try that. Find tissues with your issues filled with fissures, having leisure. That's having a leisure. That doesn't rhyme. None of that is rhyming. Why don't they rhyme? Okay, there we go. He's now filled with power once again. I can't let this guy gain too much power, honestly. Lose Warm Heart on Clash. Lose. Because this one I'm not going to counter. Gain 1 Warm Heart next scene on hit. Oh, it's just on hit. Ugh. I was hoping it was... I think Gigiki might make this worse. Stigmatize. Extract fuel. Let's hope for the best. Hope and pray as we do. Ow. This guy rolls way too fucking high. I know his maximum is up there. Jesus Christ! Yeah, he did the thing again where he fucking struck me with everything he had. Yeah, he has 4 Warm Heart again. Lose 1 Warm Heart. I'm praying, man. I'm praying. Oh my god, he can't even force that clash. Because he's not fast enough. Well, that sucks ass. On Clash lose. On Clash lose. Okay, right. It's not gonna murder me if I don't counter that. I'd love to, though. I'd love to counter that. Feather Shield. Eh? Eh? It's not looking too hot. I kind of want to leave the rip space for a little. Till next scene. Ozzy is a demon, they don't pray. Have you prayed today? I have not. And indeed, I do not pray. I am, in fact, a demon. Oh my god, this guy is fucking punching me. Ow, fuck you. Asshole. There we go. Timber. Lose Warm Heart on hit, gain 1 heart. There we go. I'm hoping that this works. Chances are it might. Oh, this guy isn't not stunned. Fuck. Yes, that worked. Yeah, okay, that is something that I pray to. That didn't work.
Give us this day our garlic bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trample on our lawns.
I do not forgive those who trample on our lawns.
But deliver us some pizza, for thine is the meatball, the noodle, and the sauce, forever and ever. Ramen.
Ramen. Ramen, everybody. Ramen. Overcharge. I can't force that. I hate how I cannot force these things. Crack of Dawn. Well, that guy's gonna die. Ugh, that did not work at all. Oh, right. He gains some shit when he kills people. I forgot about that. That's 1 less 3. I have an idea. It's stupid. It's a stupid idea, but an idea nonetheless. What's your idea? Of course they're all attacking him. 1 hit gain 1 warm heart. Yeah, he gains 3 warm heart stacks if someone dies. That's another loss. I think I'm not ready for that guy yet. I think I need more cards, or better cards at least. I do not think I'm ready for the Warm-Hearted Woodsman. Not with my current cards. Do I want to try this? Do I want to try the second Core Suppression? I'm just gonna call it the Core Suppression. So you have +6 power and +2 defense. When Eugen lets 2 people die and have Lone Fixer... I mean, that is technically a possibility, but don't forget that if I let 2 people die, the enemy will also have +6 defense. That's kind of the entire shtick with the Warm-Hearted Woodsman. Let's try Yesod. Technological Sciences. The time has come for this floor as well. Yesod, what is your progress on the compilation of the city's technologies? We unga bunga, but he unga bunga's harder. That's the biggest problem. We've managed to gather a sizable amount of information on the city's technological aspects. You're probably the best at dealing with books and info among the librarians, Yesod. Am I? I will say I have been fond of managing various types of information for a long time. Yes, keeping stuff neat and tidy, something I'm absolutely terrible at. I mean, you haven't tried yet. I should do that. You wanna unga bunga? Aren't you proud of yourself? How big are your passive slots right now? 6, 8, it's 10. It's 10. Big. Well, that's that. Anyway, let's hear what you think about those technologies. 10. Yes, exactly. Like the horrible events that took place in the warp train, I cannot view all aspects of the technology people use in a positive light. We've seen that W Corp places people in a nigh-eternal trip of torment and later erases their memories through a restoration procedure, hiding the truth behind their convenient service. The technologies of the city only focuses on creating definitive results, ignoring the process. The same can be said for the library. Thus, I conducted an additional analysis of the library and its powers we are using. A pointless affair. The library's interior can change according to one's perception. In other words, one's mental state is reflected on the physical space. I believe that is why various sceneries of the outside world can be recreated inside the library. Moreover, the library's space expands as more books are accumulated. This evidently suggests that the library is bigger on the inside. Furthermore, the power of books can be physically manifested in this place. And the invitation serves as a compass that leads you through a sea of letters to the book you wish to obtain, and a catalyst that amplifies emotion at the same time. I could go on and on about the technologies of the library. I can tell they're amazing just from what I heard right now. I'm an expert on the field of Unga and Bungas, which is basically power and strength spam. I mean, yeah, that's fair, but power and strength are just really good. Naturally. These are works of art I made with care. I cannot possibly fathom the inner workings of all these technologies. Their operation does not appear to be based on the application of multiple singularities either. The technologies of the library showed specific usage and limited efficiency for how advanced they are. This is where I came up with a hypothesis to explain all of this. That the library itself is a miniature universe where anything is possible as long as its objective is to expand the library. A small world of its own, with its own set of laws and principles. Am I correct in my speculation? Believe what you want about the library. Whatever the case, all we need is the results. Isn't that right? Oh, before I eep, have you ever faced any stars? I have not yet. Which one do you recommend for the start? I'm currently at Star Cities. Or were you just spamming Abno battles? Right now I'm just doing all the abnormality battles. But which one would you say would be good? Because there's left, right, and then left, middle, and middle, right, I guess. My builds in most games are either Unga Bunga or Know-It-All. That's honestly kind of fair. Though I'm always the ranger. I like standing back and shooting. I always let the manager pick their own. Fair enough. I will figure it out on my own. But I hope you have a nice eep, CJ. Have nice EP times. No, I do not agree with that notion. Angela, there is no technology in this world that does not come at a corresponding price. Price? Since when did I tell you to idle your time away thinking about such things? Your work here is to study and categorize books and knowledge related to the city's technologies. Maybe true that sorting books on the subject of technological sciences according to the rules is all I was ordered to do. But I do know the easy star route. Well, I guess I'll figure out the easy star route on my own, and get fucked up by something. Maybe the blue reverberation will finally fuck me up. Cause damn, I would love for that guy to fuck me up. However, if we bind ourselves to the principles given to us and fail to see beyond that, it would be a contradiction in itself. Must be nice to be you, being able to break free from the rules. Angela. I received orders that I couldn't understand nor refuse. Is it necessary to go this far to collect energy? Of course, I must follow your orders without question. You're into Argalia. I'm more into Angela. I want to kiss Angela on the mouth and have her kiss me wherever she wants, honestly. Angela is great. Lobotomy Corporation. An energy company and a wing supplying the city with energy extracted from abnormalities. Creatures originating from humans. Loop 0, the first one. Help! Help me! Weird things are crawling all over my body. Am I not allowed to help that person? But they seem to be in so much pain. I can't watch this anymore. I gotta eep now. Got a wedding to attend to. McCoy invited me. What? There's a wedding? Wisp, hello, how are you doing? McCoy's having a wedding? Wait, I did not get invited to a wedding yet. McCoy, are you not inviting me to your wedding? What have I done? I don't know, there's apparently a wedding that CJ was invited to. McCoy, why am I not invited to the wedding? What wedding? I don't know. I don't know, McCoy. But Wisp, how are you doing? I hope you're doing alright. I am kind of besides myself today. You know, just a little... My brain is not braining. Not in a bad way, mind you. Loop 29. Please shut the door, they're coming. Please. It's not too late for me to close off the corridor. I could save those employees if I did. But this is what I must do. CJ explained, yes, please do. I wish to know. The principles I must follow. Prioritize energy production over all else. Loop 287. Are humans nothing more than ingredients to you in this ever-repeating play? I thought you wanted to save humanity. Is it a price that must be paid? The price you ought to pay for a ticket to escape from this hell. It's okay, OZ. I wasn't invited either. Oh, man. McCoy, you didn't invite your own daughter to your wedding? Damn. SMH, McCoy. 3,217. Ah, my arm, it's melting. I can't help you. I'm sorry. All I can do is watch. Loop 18,231. What wedding? I don't know. I don't want to die. Man. Please hang on for a little longer. You can make it. We've almost reached the energy refinement quota. Loop 42,000. A senior killed one of my colleagues yesterday. I'm scared I might end up killing another coworker today. It's all my fault. Humans are such fragile creatures. They always make different faces, even in the same kinds of situations. 17,000. I can't stand this hell anymore. Kill me. You are just another human after all. This is all but a plain and boring sight to me. Let's restart the stage then. Jesus Christ. I feel bad for Angela. I will find them and make them pay. Please do so. Make them pay like $2.50 so I can buy myself 6 nuggies. A new delusion created in order to reach the ideal. The fuel whose extraction is stimulated by intense emotions. A hell of perpetual suffering. The purgatory repeated by those who haven't yet reached enlightenment. A haven where one can try again from the beginning. When the one perfect realization has been reached, the curtain finally falls on the stage. And the realization is then propagated to all the people. I am a machination behind the stage. All I need to do is coordinate the stage so that the play goes according to the script. Perhaps it was I who was paying the price, not them. So this is where your oh-so-rational thoughts lead you. If you were going to lecture me, you should have demonstrated it yourself first. You're all standing before me because you were all bark and no bite. Price. Who do you think paid that price? Do you really think it was you? Roland from LOL. Roland, hi. Welcome in. How you doing, Roland? You're right there, looking at Angela being chained up. Nonsense, it was me. I paid all the dues you should have. We're in a bad spot, aren't we? Yep, the library appears to be resonating with Angela's mental state. She's shapeshifting like the last time, huh? That was a pain in the ass to deal with. You're mostly right, though it will not exactly be the same as before. Good point. Back then she looked a little bit different from that there. Let's prepare ourselves. She won't wait for us all day. Man. Okay, she is just doing Chained Wrath. She's doing nothing else. She's just vibing. Do I have anything that deals one strong blow? I don't think I do. Crack of Dawn. Well, Blazing Strike does, but I can't use it. Let's just do Crack of Dawn. Do any of you have something good? I mean, Forceful Gesture is just real nice to do. And you can do Overcharge instead of one of these, because you have a good chance of making this work. Yep, there we go. That worked. Nice. Oh, she's on a ball and chain. She's balling. Metallic ringing, that's gonna hurt. Let's do Gigigi and Gigigi to regain some power. Chained Wrath. What do I counter there? This metallic ringing. I might do this or this. It's gonna be slightly painful. Nice. That was lucky that I blocked that one. Yeah, all of her dice are reduced heavily because of my debuffs. Which, hey, that helps me. Ends begins ends. Purge negative status effects from self in combat start. Become immune to negative statuses this scene. On hit stagger target. That's not great. She's doing that twice. I'm doing Rip Space first. Let's do Unforgettable Melody just to get the buffs. And I don't have Gigigi on this guy, of course not. Why would I? Gain 1 negative emotion point. None of these are safe bets for this, but this is. Nice. Oh. Yeah, the screen just fucking cracked. Looked cool, though. Rip space! Yes! I just wanted to stagger her so she couldn't stagger any of my people. Lament. Deal extra damage against an enemy with status ailments. Right now she can't have status ailments. Successful blunt attacks inflict 1 bind and paralysis next scene. Yep. Yep, we will do that. On any of the puppets, it's fine to put that. Unforgettable Melody and Gigigi. Let's do Gigigi twice, refill all of that. Extract fuel, so we can refill that. Dimensional Rift and Energy Cycle nearly fill that up. Nearly. Welcome, Roland, yeah. Man, do I love Roland. Okay, I'm gonna just fucking, you know, beat the ever-loving shit out of her. Oh, she's called Regret right now. Let's see, what comes next? All-around helper. Terrifying. I don't like her smiling like that. That's terrifying. Oh, I closed up the passive abilities. Fully charged. Uses a mass attack page if the character has form or light. If the character has not used a mass attack page for 3 scenes, change its cost to 0 and use it. Repetitive pattern recognition, MK2. After dealing 10 or higher total damage with a combat page, restore 1 light. Speed dice slot +2. Yeah, and this one has, well, repetitive pattern recognition as well. And is resting right now, and this guy's cleaning. Gain 1 strength and endurance next scene. Oh, charge MK2, restore light. Deal additional damage to targets with lower speed. Okay. We're blocking this, I think. Gain strength and endurance. I think I'm gonna use this on the rest MK2. Unforgettable Melody on this rest. I want a high roll here to beat this one. Rip space. I could do Energy Cycle or something on that. And then do Rip space. Though chances are that that's not gonna work well. Let's see. 8 to 11. 5 to 8. On Clash, win add power to the next die. Creek has the best chances on this one. And I have Unforgettable Melody, which I would love to use both of. But it's probably safer to just use Gigigi to restore some stuff. And you can also use Gigigi to restore some stuff, and so can you. You can do Extract Fuel to restore some stuff. Well, let's see how much damage we actually deal to Angela. Charge MK2. Kind of scary, honestly. But that was nice. Ineffective. A lot of damage is ineffective here. Oh, yeah, that hurt. I think she gained some energy from that as well. But she has paralysis too. So she's gonna be fucked. Violence. Lower the minimum value of all dice by 1 and raise the maximum by 3. Damage against an enemy with status ailment. If the librarian has a status ailment at the start of the scene, gain 1 to 2 strength. Let's put violence on you. Rest, rest, and clean MK2. On use, gain strength and endurance next scene. Don't love that. I do not love that at all. Okay, that's probably gonna fail anyways. Like, this is gonna hurt. But I think I'll deal with that. like that that doesn't properly counter. Let's see. You are being attacked by this guy, which you can counter with automated movement. Automated movement! Gigigi to restore some stuff. We have Rip Space available now. So that should actually work. Dimensional Rift. Counter that. Stigmatize. Okay, nice. That's all I can do. That will hurt her, hopefully. Jesus. These guys are just slightly annoying. The cleaners, the all-around helpers. Clean MK2 got countered with probably the strongest attack I have. Repressed Flesh. Jesus Christ. That dealt a lot of damage. Okay, Angela's not looking too hot. I mean, she's looking absolutely fucking hot, don't get me wrong, but she's not looking too hot, you know? Deal additional damage to targets with lower speed, but you won't because you can't. Which is honestly kind of a skill issue, if I have to be honest. You can counter this, and only no, the maximum and minimum value are increased and decreased. There we go. You're blocking, you're dealing damage. I want to just get away from the dealing damage part, mainly. Because I don't want to take unnecessary damage. No, like Crack at Dawn here. Works. And then we get some more energy. Energy cycle. Energy cycle. There we go, that was what you were blocking before. Countering with that, and you can also gain energy back. There we go. That should work. We have a lot of energy regeneration on my characters, which is great, and she should be stunned any second now. Which is great. There we go. Stunned. Now she's gonna get hurt. Nice. I do love seeing them not take any damage. Energy cycle, there should be... yeah, okay, there we go. I think she's gonna be dead. Chained Wrath. Blunt dice gain 1 to 3 power, but speed dice is fixed at 1. Which is really good after this, because, well, now I don't have any negative repercussions from this anymore. Charge and clean. Ugh, I don't like the clean. Extract fuel. Can do Mannequin here, why not? Energy cycle, and she's gonna die. There's no fucking way she survives. Actually, she's called Grinder MK5-2. What a lovely name. She's also very bloody right now. Addicted employees, singing machine, and she has a fucking guitar. The machine that sings cannot be targeted, does not act, takes no damage. If a character is inside the machine, at the start of the scene after I Crave That Melody was activated, activates performance for the scene. At the start of the scene, the characters inside the machine takes damage equal to 30% of their max HP. While the music is playing, all characters gain 5 strength and stagger's resistance is changed to fatal. Okay. Tiny performance. Harmony of Despair. While the singing machine is playing music, uses a powerful combat page. Please work harder. At the start of the scene, if one or more allies are alive, gain 4 protection, recover 10 HP for the ally with the lowest HP. Let's make music. On the scene I Crave That Melody is activated, uses a page that buffs allies. Grind. Last die gains +1 power, inflict bleed. A random ally takes 6 stagger damage. Give them 1 strength and disarm next scene. Ha! Tiny performance. Shaking blow, trembling motion. They're not that overpowered, luckily. Okay, let's see. You only have 6 to 10, and then a lot of things. I can counter the lots of things. Blazing Strike. Perfect. I can counter that stuff with Blazing Strike, and it's just gonna be very strong. Then you can use this. I shouldn't focus on her immediately, because the other employees need to die first. Okay, let's go. Nice. Lots of damage. Shaking blow. More like fucking die, bro? Question mark. When is I Crave That Melody activated, actually? There we go. One of the employees is already dead. Which is what I love to see. Gigigi dealing 10 damage. Damn. Trembling motion. Grind, grind. Only blunt dice gain damage. Unforgettable melody. I can probably counter that. That was my throat giving out for a second there, don't mind me. There's Gigigi here. Which I love. Give me that sweet, sweet energy, baby. Energy cycle to get that light. Feathered Shield. Why not? Back. Bonk. Ow. Ow. Fuck, that did not work as much as I wanted it to. I think I countered that with the wrong thing. Nice. She's so close to being staggered, it's kind of funny how quickly she's staggered. Recharge. If the librarian has maximum light at the start of the scene, gain haste and deal extra damage with attacks. Deal damage and stagger damage against the enemy with the lowest current HP. Offensive dice gain power against enemies with slower speed. Plus 1 power per point of difference. Clean is great, honestly. And I think you have the highest speed. No, you can gain speed. You can gain haste, so they have the highest speed. Okay, now the singing machine is open. If user fails to deal damage, stagger self. Einsong. Target is put into the machine. Does not activate if only 1 librarian is left. All allies gain +2 strength on this scene. I hate that. But I need to only block one of them properly. Overcharge. Yeah, I'm making sure that I 100% block this one, then she's stunned. So I don't have to worry about blocking the second one. Same goes for these things. Nah, you can block this with Gigigi. Maybe. You can maybe block this with Gigigi. I trust you. These will probably not do anything. So this is the one blocked with Gigigi. So I'm just going to hope that a second Gigigi will just make it 100%. Well, okay, Forceful Gesture will make it a 100% chance that it does not fail. Oh, right, let's create a song actually goes first. Like, first, because it's, special. Interesting. Forceful Gesture, and, I basically win now. The singing machine is still alive, but, I mean, Angela is stunned. There we go, refresh that. I think Gigigi will kill. Yep. Definitely does. Scene 13. Kaleidoscope of butterflies. Seal a speed dice at the time. Yeah, right. I forgot. Moves to the next phase after 1 HP. Does she have the same boosts? I love her design right now, by the way. This looks really good. The Solemn Lament is just perfect on her. Targets the enemy with the least HP, prioritizes target with sealed dice. Yeah. Dice gain power depending on the target's HP. The lower the HP, the higher the power. Okay, Tranquility. If all of the character's speed dice are sealed by this character's page effects, they become staggered. If there's a staggered enemy at the start of the scene, uses a special combat page. Uses a mass attack page every 3 scenes. So basically I could hope to fuck her up, but I don't think that's gonna happen. Does she not have the negative anymore of getting stunned when all of her dice are sealed? Seal speed dice until the end of the next scene. Targets enemy with the least HP, suppressed when the funeral of dead butterflies is suppressed. She's just enduring everything. Inflict Feeble. I forgot what Feeble does. Only half of them are attacking. Okay, let's see. We do have Rip Space, which means I can 100% counter that. That's a great start. Dimensional Rift. We'll probably win against the Quiet. Yeah, that should be right. We have these guys attacking. Inflicting Feeble, which... fuck you. That's just rude. I'm boosting my people to hell and back. Because why wouldn't I, right? Well, let's go. That's gonna be a real strong first attack. At least I hope so. I know she's resistant. Nice. A good counter. Block, counter. Smack. Dimensional Rift. Extract Fuel. And Repressed Flesh. Oh, Unforgettable Melody on top of that as well. I forgot that I used that many cards on her. Seal a speed dice of the target until the end of the next scene. On Clash Lose, seal a speed die of self. Perfect. That is actually what I want. If I can suppress her speed dice, of course. On use, gained 6 charge. Is this also on use? Yeah, on use. I can counter that. That means this one will attack first. I can make it counter the highest one as well. Oh, these are long range. So this will be used first. That's not pretty. Though I can always do Dimensional Rift on the first one she uses and then use Rip Space on the second one she uses. Because this will always use the first one, and then this one has the chance, 100% chance basically of working, which would be great. I do like my things working out. Let's see, Forceful Gesture. Mannequin. Yeah, that should work, honestly. Gigigi for the power. Gain haste next scene, draw a page. Taking this. There we go. Nice. That's number 1. Yeah, and she used her second one, which fucked her up. She's dead. She's actually already dead. I expected the Solemn Lament one to be a bigger problem than it was. It was not a problem at all. Let's see what the last one is. Magic Bullet. Oh, fuck me. This is gonna hurt. 7 bullets. Stagger resistance does not fall below 1. If Angela's stagger resistance reaches 1, lose 50 HP and recover all stagger resistance next scene and change behavior. Prioritize the librarian at the center. Deal 10 stagger damage to the target when it hits. Oh, fuck. At least the stagger resistance is normal. Dimensional Rift. I can't let all the stagger damage be taken by the person in the center. That's a given, right? Which one am I countering? The middle one? Why am I countering the middle one? I can counter this one. Just the highest one. Overcharge. Kind of want to use both Leap. Well, first Charging Cycle. And then Leap. Gain all the cards on my hand, please. This might hurt. Prioritize the librarian in the center. Do you have anything good to counter with? Well, you do. Let's do Creek and Gigigi. I don't wanna use her cards right now because she doesn't have many, but I'm probably gonna do it anyways. Gigigi. Which one is that countering and why? Did I make you counter that? I did. Okay, let's see. Nice. Okay, that was more luck than anything else. Yeah, that hurt. That also hurt. Do I punch you below the threshold, please? Not with those low rolls. There we go. Stagger resistance is at 1. The fire damage will come in handy a lot, I think. Okay, what behavior do I have? Mass summation attack. Inevitable bullet. Targets all librarians except the one at the center. And then this one targets just anyone and shoots me. Great. So now she uses mass attacks, which I love. I love mass attacks. Because they're so easy to counter. I can use Rip Space. Do I want to use Rip Space? Kind of want to do Charging Cycle right now. Let's do Charging Cycle here. That kind of guarantees us the next power we need, like the next energy, the next charge. I can just do Overcharge, technically. Make sure that she counters another dice with Overcharge, because else I would be wasting it. You attack that. And I guess you counter this one. The stagger damage is gonna hurt after some time. Automated movement, lots of Gigigi. You still need to do something. Gain light. You do not need light. Let's draw one with you and then just do Gigigi. I could restore all my light. Why not? Okay. That everyone dodged that. Perfect. Yeah, that one was a given that it gets dodged, honestly. That was Overcharge. That was so lucky, holy shit. He's bleeding a little bit, which is also nice. She, I should say. Magic Bullet looks cool on her as well. Everything looks so fucking cool on her. Let's see what her behavior is now. Okay, just Captivating Bullet. Targets 3 random librarians. Inflict 1 feeble this scene and 5 burn next scene. On both things. It's a mass individual attack. Okay. Let's see. Forceful Gesture would be great. I don't have any great ones on this one. I can do Unforgettable Melody, technically. That doesn't have a good chance of countering anything, though, but I will use it, of course. You will do Gigi to restore your stuff. And you will beat the shit out of her in the hopes that you can... Okay, perfect. Yeah, both of them worked. Both of them dodged. Hell yeah. Well, time to murder her. I guess I didn't actually need the extra stuff, because I'm beating the shit out of her. Poor Angela right now. Though she might still get scarier, I should not discount that possibility. Mass summation. Deal 10 stagger damage to the target and inflict 5 fragile. Well, we do rip space. That is one of the things countered as well. Automated movement. You can do Gigi on both, and you're probably going to be fine. I hope. 11 to 11. Then you attack her. You do Forceful Gesture, it's a good debuff, and then Gigi to regain your stuff. You do Blazing Strike. And Extract Fuel. That's a definite... That's so good. Nice. The strength. The strength of these boys. Oh, that's so much burn. That's so good. 19 burn. Like, every 2 rounds, she basically loses another round. Because she keeps losing her stuff. Oh, fuck. Silent Bullet. Inflict 10 burn. 3 feeble and 3 disarm next scene. She's getting scarier and scarier. I think that's the point, isn't it? I want to avoid being hit by any of these things, if possible. You can do that. You can also do an Unforgettable Melody, hoping that you buff each other. Giving yourself higher chances to actually, you know, do stuff against this. You do that. And then Energy Cycle twice. Feathered Shield. Yeah. And an Extract Fuel. Honestly, I was thinking that they would have a bigger problem than they did have with this attack. I thought they would fail. At least like 2 or 3 of them. Turns out it's actually going really well, and that's jinxing it, I know, but still. Extract Fuel, Repressed Flesh. You can't even see us beating the shit out of her. Okay, she's dealing 6 stagger damage, mass individual. We want to use attacks with multiple blocks. If possible, of course. We have Unforgettable Melody, we'll use that. She might die next round. Oh yeah, you have Mannequin, good. That's the thing that saves me there, because otherwise that would have been bad. Stigmatize, not great, but it's the best I got. Extract Fuel and Slay. I can do Rip Space. Yeah, but that's not gonna counter at all. Sad. Overcharge, though. Overcharge, though. Shoot. Shoot. And... yeah, one of them gets hit because he doesn't have anything to block, but other than that, no one got hit this fight. No one got hit by the magic bullet. Ever. Well, okay, twice, I think. I'm sure there's a hitless run for this game. She's probably gonna die next round, because she takes 50 damage plus the 25 of burning. Or not. Yeah, there we go. There we go. She's gone. I did it. I killed her. I murdered her. Committed crimes. I'm so good at committing crimes. The rationality to maintain discretion. Sends a chill down my spine. This isn't good. I can't do this every time. This is not good. Have you come to your senses now? Yes, I have. It's actually irritating to be this sober, rather. Nothing's more annoying than all the memories of drinking and doing nasty stuff coming back to you in the morning. I'm sure Angela needed a moment to vent out her feelings. Don't talk like you know everything, will you? You may have encased yourself in compulsion out of your own choice, but I couldn't even act according to my own will. I didn't intend to offend you. Going back to my point, you can make your own choices now. Can you not, Angela? And we'd like to help you as much as you helped us by paying all the price in our stead. Choice? I don't have a choice even now. The goal I am compelled to reach is clear and apparent. I'm not doing this because I want to. This is simply what I must do. I'm searching for the one book that will complete me and the library because I'm obligated to. There is no such thing as what you simply must do. We live in a world where everything changes constantly. It's not necessarily rational or wise to blindly follow a goal determined in the past. To keep up with the rapid changes this world goes through, we must maintain discretion at all times. Yeah. What you're saying is all sensible. Though I must wonder if you truly understand the meaning of your own words. Come on, don't be so prickly now. Yesod and the others did their best to help you, you know. Fine. If gratitude is what you want, then I'll say it for you. I appreciate your help, everyone. Angela's changing for certain. I'm sure you're playing a role in that as well. Is she? She does seem to be more talkative than before, but I'm not really sure I like the way her personality is shaping out. How about you, Roland? Are you experiencing any changes? Me? Nah. I'm a tad bit too late for that. Okay, great. You can now use eco pages from this, right? First off this. Where there is no requested target present, the first enemy to the selected librarian hits is marked as 1. Deal extra damage against the requested target. When the selected librarian defeats the requested target, fully recover stagger resistance and resolve twice as many books. That is great. I love resolving twice as many books. The 7th bullet. Deal plus 1 to 7 damage with offensive dice. When an offensive die draws or loses in a clash, deal damage equal to the dice value of the opponent. Every 7th melee or ranged page targets random characters, including allies. That's bad. That's really bad. Dark Flame. For the duration of the reception, the endured/ineffective resistances of all characters change to weak and fatal, gain 1 to 2 haste, and 2 to 4 strength each scene. Dark Flame is incredibly great against things that are based on, you know, that. Based on that, you know? Regret. Deal damage equal to 10% of the target's current stagger resistance. Thrice. Oh, wait, and then deal stagger damage equal to 50% of the target's current stagger resistance. That's really good. Grinder MK2, inflict bleed, bleed, and bleed. It's a mass individual. Hell yeah, I like mass attacks. Harmony. Upon each successful hit, a random ally takes 3 stagger damage and gains 1 strength next scene. Upon defeating an enemy, an ally gains 2 strength. Recycle this die until it rolls the minimum value up to 2 times. That is good. It might kill my people, but it also kills the enemies very much. Synchronize with der Freischütze for the next 3 turns. Huh? Synchronize. Replace combat pages with unique ones. Deck and hand return to normal once status is disabled. Cannot be used with other synchronized ego or ego manifestations. Interesting. That's the first time I hear something about an ego manifestation. Yeah, this is the final episode of that, and that is the Warm-Hearted Woodsman. But, there's not a butt joke in there. I'm going to end my stream here today because my throat hurts. Did not anticipate my throat hurting. Maybe I just talk too much. Who knows? Do a little stretch and see who I can raid. Let me just quickly see. Yai is online, but that's it. I don't have anyone that I really feel like raiding right now. Sad. Sad. Lobotomy Corporation. Still on the grind. How far will we make it? Do I want to raid someone random who's playing Lobotomy Corp? Let's see.
Do that.
Oh, this one has a dog. They have a dog.
And certain types of like essential oils will also keep mosquitoes away.
Essential oils. Let's see, who are you? You're a little bean in the bottom right. Eco-responsible company manager. Yeah, that's definitely gonna work with Lobotomy Corp. Yeah, let's just raid this person who's playing LobCorp. Salath, interesting. She, her. Is there any more information? I want to make sure that I don't raid anyone underage, seeing as, you know, those people are not allowed on my server, and it would be kind of weird to raid them because of that, but let's see. They have 4 followers to goal until they reach their goal. I play video games. P.S. My apologies for faulty English. Well, I'm sure it's gonna be fine. Now, everyone, let me give you all exclamation mark socials. We can help with that, exactly, that's the thought. And exclamation mark Discord. Mind you that on my Discord there is a new link that will, definitely not send you to any spicy content, because I'm technically not allowed to, you know, share those things over Twitch. But there's definitely no spicy content on there, you know? Just saying. Wonderful, right? And, let's rate them. Wink wink, exactly, wink wink, there's no spicy content. Let me give you guys a raid message real quick. And then we will hopefully help Salath to get to their follower goal. Oh no, I pressed the wrong button. Bullsy raid. /raid. Stillath. There we go. Now, everyone, I'll see you all in a bit. Probably after the weekend, unless I feel like it on the weekend. But I'll keep all of you up to date on that, on my socials or on my Discord. Everything like that. And other than that, thank you for supporting me. I appreciate all of you. Love y'all, and well, let me commence the raid real quick. Because I forgot to do that. Burp. I forgot to do that. Okay, well, now, everyone, I'll see y'all later. Love y'all. And bye-bye. Stay hydrated. Stay hydrated, everyone. Drink enough. You don't want me to be mad? Imagine, exactly. Bye-bye.